And welcome to the Sydney Mines Community Center. We have some action-packed ECPW for you this evening. Kilgrave getting us started off, and boy, this man has a presence in the arena. You'll see it when he comes out. Kids almost shaking in terror at the presence of Kilgrave. I'm Patrick McNeil. I'll be your commentator for this action-packed episode as ECPW returns to the north side area for the first time in a number of years. And it is the large man by the name of Kilgrave getting us started. He is going to be wrestling Tommy Starr. As Kilgrave, I mentioned, a very imposing figure, very mysterious. And you already see the intimidation game. He is playing no favors with the audience here in Sydney Mines. And if he is as successful at intimidating Tommy Starr as he is the youngsters in this building, well, it could be a long night for young Tommy Starr. Mentioned not much known about Kilgrave. He has caused terror everywhere he's wrestled in the Maritimes and no doubt everywhere else. And no stranger to the wrestling fans here. And again, he's going to be wrestling the young up-and-comer Tommy Starr, who will be making his way to the ring momentarily. Tommy Starr, a native of Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Tommy has actually competed against competitors of all sizes, so that should bode well in a test against a man the size of Kilgrave. You see, James Ash is in the ring as well. He'll be the referee for this contest. Jason McDonald doing a great job with the ring introductions. And a pall of sorts falling over the Sydney Mines Community Center. It's Kilgrave making his way to the arena. Man of few words, but devastating maneuvers in the squared circle. And we are anxious to see what he does this evening.
From Halifax, Nova Scotia, weighing in at 220 pounds, welcome to the ring, Tommy Starr!
And a great round of applause to bring Tommy Starr out to the ring area. And he's already fired up. Getting the crowd into it as the strains of the Offspring bring Tommy Starr into the arena. And boy, he's got this place fired up. They're hungry for some wrestling action here at Sydney Mines. And Tommy Starr is going to give it to him. And I mentioned earlier, he has wrestled against a variety of competitors, so he's not going to be intimidated by Kilgrave. And he is going to need all that might in this opening contest this evening. Competing in his home province and getting the approval of the fans is Tommy Starr. Donning the black tonight. And he's going to try to use this crowd to his advantage to motivate him against a much bigger opponent. Although Tommy Starr, not a small man himself, but Kilgrave, as is usually the case, with the size advantage in any match he wrestled. Number of kids in attendance here, and they're behind Tommy Starr before the match even starts. James Ash, you mentioned the referee, checking both competitors for weapons, making sure that this contest will be competed fairly. And the bell rings, and we're ready to go with some ECPW action. And the crowd's already fired up. They haven't seen any wrestling yet, but they're raring to go. Tommy Starr is ready to give them something tonight. They're stomping their feet, and it seems to be getting to the monster, Kilgrave. Attempted lock up there, and Tommy going to work with some body blows, but Kilgrave comes back with a devastating right hand, and Tommy Starr will go to the corner to regroup, and fans here not liking the beginning of this match, but Starr is dusting it off and stomping his feet and trying to get the crowd behind him. And I mentioned that's going to be a key for him, you think, in this matchup. Try to use that support of the fans here in his home province. Some body blows, but again, Kilgrave comes back and cuts him off with that big right hand, not allowing Tommy Starr to develop anything in terms of momentum. Kilgrave now working him over in the corner, and James Ash in there making sure he's not going to get any cheap shots, and fans not liking the way that this match has begun. Kilgrave throws him into the corner, but Tommy Starr gets into trouble, comes in, bumps off the ropes, but Kilgrave did not move. And Tommy Starr going back to the drawing board now. What is he going to have to do against this big man? Gives him another shoulder block. Kilgrave, thus far, impervious to the attack of Tommy Starr. Tuck a clothesline and a flying shoulder tackle, and that'll send Kilgrave into the ring, but not off his feet. And now Tommy's going to bring the attack to Kilgrave outside the ring. But Kilgrave now with a claw of sorts, and he rakes across the face. Now he takes control of this matchup that's already gone to the outside early. Things getting almost out of control in the early on, and Kilgrave with a big forearm as James Ash begins the count here. These two are going to have to get it back into the ring, but with a character like Kilgrave, you wonder whether he even cares about that. He looks like he's just out there to inflict damage, and that's what he's doing, throwing his man to the post. And you can hear the fans don't like it one bit. As Kilgrave has Tommy Starr, and he's going to slam his face on the ring apron as he makes his way back into the ring. Tommy Starr showing some resilience, but some body blows, and now a big right hand, but it ended up hurting him more than it hurt Kilgrave, and now a big headbutt by Kilgrave, and they throw Starr to the floor. Cover, and he gets a 2 count. And he's not pleased with the referee. Thought that was 3, but definitely a clear 2. Good job by James Ash in position for the 2 count here. First pinfall attempt of this matchup. And now Kilgrave using the ropes against Tommy Starr for a choke. And James Ash giving a count of 4 to break that. And he slams the weight of his body over the ropes. Shades of the big boss man there by Kilgrave. And you can hear what the crowd thinks of that. This crowd fired up here in our opening contest, but thus far, they're not seeing what they want from their hero, Tommy Starr, who's been getting a workover for the big man, Kilgrave. But you know, Tommy Starr, ferocious fighting spirit. He's not going to give up in this contest. Kilgrave lines up Tommy Starr. Looked like he was going to go for a body slam, but what is he going to do? A follow-away slam. He throws it over his head. And he's going to go for another pinfall attempt to try to end this match. And another 2 count. And he's questioning the official, but again, James Ash in position for the count. Tommy Starr out of there, but he's in some trouble. He's going to have to try to mount some offense as he's thrown into the corner by Kilgrave. And just using the weight of his foot, stomping on the throat. And Ash giving the count of 4, and again, breaking it up. And boy, Kilgrave, an intimidating figure, and he likes to push the limits, using the full length of that 5 count, waiting until the 4 to break it up. As he receives some body blows, but again, undaunted with a big headbutt. So Tommy Starr has been really relying on those body shots, trying to wear down the middle of Kilgrave, who just keeps coming back. Kilgrave bounces off the ropes, and a devastating boot to the head. And Tommy Starr needs the support of those fans now. You can hear the kids clapping. Oh, and he gets out of the way of the headbutt. That could be the reversal he needs. He brings Kilgrave down, and now comes into the corner, and a big clothesline. Tommy Starr looking to whip Kilgrave into the corner with a reversal. Kilgrave comes in with a lariat of his own. Throws his man to the other end, and another devastating Kilgrave clothesline, and now a side slam. That could be it. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! 2 and 3 quarters. And this time, Kilgrave not questioning the referee, just goes right back onto the offense. Now wear down hold, putting the weight of his hand and all of his body on to the melon, as it were, of Tommy Starr. Devastating wear down move, and of course Starr's really used all his energy just to kick out after some of the devastating moves we've seen from Kilgrave in this contest. Fans rallying behind Tommy Starr with a pair of elbows. Coming back with a big forearm. Kilgrave brings him right back down to his knees. Is Kilgrave going to go to the top? This is a bit of a risk for a big man. He's on the middle rope, trying to drag Starr there to the corner. And high risk maneuver here. I don't know if this is a good idea. Now he's dragging Tommy Starr up along with him. And boy, this is some unique offense from Kilgrave, and it's taking a toll on Tommy Starr. And again, James Ash warning him. He sees that as a choke. Cutting him off at 4, but Kilgrave brings the weight of his body down. And the fans not happy with the rule-bending tactics of Kilgrave. Starr makes his way back up to his feet, and another devastating clothesline brings him back down. And Kilgrave summoning some power as he waits for his opponent to get back to his feet, seizing him up. He has something in mind, and you know it's not going to be good for Tommy Starr. That's another big lariat. You can even see the pain on the official, James Ash, who can only stand by and watch the monster Kilgrave inflict more damage to Tommy Starr. Kilgrave once again measuring his opponent up. But Tommy Starr throws him down to the canvas. Trying to muscle up some strength. There he comes with a body slam. Tommy Starr throws Kilgrave now. Going for a pin attempt. Hooks the leg. 1 and a 2 and a 2 count. Kilgrave perhaps in trouble for the first time in this matchup. Tommy Starr bounces off the ropes, but Kilgrave up. Does he go for a choke slam reversal? Here's Tommy Starr, another body slam. Looking to throw Kilgrave, but can he hit us? He throws him to the canvas. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Tommy Starr with the victory as the crowd roars in approval. Kilgrave none too happy as Tommy Starr seizes victory from the jaws of defeat. Much to the pleasure of the fans here in City Mines. Kilgrave was in control of the matchup, but Tommy Starr, very resilient, never gives up, used to fighting big competitors, and he rallies for a big victory here in the opening contest of this ECPW event. And the fans at City Mines loving the action that they've seen in this opener. Another great contest coming up for you as Jason McDonald, the ring announcer, teeing up this matchup.
And I want to remind you, of course, that we have a fabulous merchandise table out here, Matt. If you'd like to bring home a piece of East Coast Pro Wrestling, you can do so with these lovely ladies who are manning the merchandise table. Also, we have even splits here today. You look around, we had a pretty good number here, so get on down there, grab yourself an even split. Hopefully, you'll be heading home with some cash today. Even split table is right down here in the corner. Also, want to mention tonight's sponsors, Max 98.3 FM, along with Alexander's Family Restaurant right here on the north side as well. Are you ready for more East Coast Pro Wrestling? Tonight's second match, set for one fall from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Black Mamba.
This is Patrick McNeil here with you, East Coast Pro Wrestling, as we await the entry of the Black Mamba down the ring aisle, or the aisleway, I should say. And not very much known about the Black Mamba, very mysterious masked wrestler. As a commentator, you do your research, you try to get background on some of these guys, many of whom we've seen throughout the Maritimes for a number of years, but the Black Mamba, a mystery to me and seemingly everybody here, but I can tell you, he is not popular with the ECPW faithful. And he seems to carry a certain swagger as he makes his way down the ring and attempting to high-five the Black Mamba are some of the fans in the front row, and he's having none of it. Certainly projecting an aura of confidence or perhaps arrogance. We don't know what he's hiding behind the mask. Certainly in great shape, though, and we'll see what the Black Mamba has to offer, as we're actually going to have a contest between two masked competitors. I have a feeling that Angelo Mendes is going to get a better response when he comes out to the arena momentarily.
And now, his opponent from Santa Fe, New Mexico, weighing in at 210 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Angelo Mendes.
Mentioned it as a matchup between two masked competitors, and Angelo Mendes, certainly a well-traveled wrestler, wrestles all over North America, in Mexico, and in the United States. And you can see a number of the masked children in attendance that are wearing their masks in support of Angelo Mendes as he makes his way around the ring area, almost seemingly meeting every fan here in the arena. Should be a very athletic contest between these two men. Of course, the mask, very much a tradition in Mexico and in New Mexico as well, which is where Angelo Mendes hails from. It's symbolic of his wrestling family. As I mentioned earlier, he's wrestled all over the continent. And a handshake for James Ash, the official. There he is, won over the favor of the ECPW fans, who are fired up this evening for some pro wrestling here in Sydney Mines, Nova Scotia. There are some of the fans with the "Let's Go Mendes" chants. Their preference has been made to wrestlers in black trunks, but it is Angelo Mendes in the silver mask and the Black Mamba in what else? A black mask. As the official James Ash for this contest, checking the competitors for weapons, and the Black Mamba taunting the fans here in Sydney Mines. He's not winning any favor with the supporters. I don't know if that's a good idea. You want to make sure you've got the crowd on your side and they can push you over the top if things are going tough in the ring. And the Black Mamba making it clear he's not interested in currying the favor of any of these people, and seems to have gotten quite worked up over the reception he's received, but he asked for it, and the fans are letting him hear it, and I don't think he's going to be in any hurry to lock up. As James Ash trying to get him in the ring so that we can get some action here. And the Black Mamba perhaps is ready to compete. He's been making Angelo Mendes wait for this match to begin. And once again, the Mamba retreats, and perhaps some intimidation by Mendes, or perhaps the Black Mamba playing some mind games here. And he's not going to start this match until it's on his terms. And now Angelo Mendes sneaking outside the ring. He may have something else up his sleeve. He rolls in, and perhaps we're going to be ready to start this contest. Again, Mendes in the silver mask and the Black Mamba in the black mask. And the fans are clapping their hands and stomping their feet, showing their support for Angelo Mendes, the native of New Mexico. Tie up, and Mendes wraps his arm around the waist, throws the Mamba into the ropes. And a Hurricane Rana from Angelo Mendes, and that's going to cause the Black Mamba to go to the outside of the ring to try to regroup. And he's once again hearing it from these fans here in Sydney Mines, who want nothing to do with the black masked man. And once again, he's having a conversation with James Ash, who's got to make sure the count goes. And now a tope suicida onto the floor by Angelo Mendes, and he has this crowd all fired up. Talk about high-risk maneuver paying off there, though. And the Black Mamba disoriented for that dive outside the ring. And a big chop to the chest of the Black Mamba. Now Mendes getting this crowd fired up. He fires his opponent back into the ring. Now taking time to high-five the fans, and to be careful, you have to stay focused on your opponent. Black Mamba certainly capable, though. Angelo Mendes with the bulk of the action to start this matchup, as the two competitors now both in the ring, and the Mamba begging off, but Mendes having none of it. Another big chop here, which pleases the crowd. Whips him into the corner. Mendes takes a run, and a big stinger splash on the Black Mamba. Now Mendes currying the support of the faithful here at Sydney Mines. He whips the Black Mamba into the ropes. Another splash, but this time the Mamba gets out of the way. Duck a clothesline. Now big offensive maneuver, flip over by Angelo Mendes, and Black Mamba has once again gone out into the ringside area to try to regroup. Calling for a timeout, but we all know there's no timeouts in wrestling. Oh, the Black Mamba, I guess, trying to make his own timeout by going outside the arena. And Angelo Mendes is going to wait for his opponent to come back in, as the Mamba makes his way back into the ring. And the two will square off again in the middle of the ring. Black Mamba calling for a test of strength. Will Mendes comply? He's thinking about it. We'll see which of these two masked men is stronger, but now Mendes playing a little mind games with his opponent, switching up the hands, and perhaps he's on to this. And the Black Mamba getting frustrated. He decides to take a shortcut and a kick to the gut. The Black Mamba now choking his opponent on the ropes, and again, James Ash has to get in there. Has a count of 5, and he makes sure to utilize that before the bell rings for a disqualification. The fans not happy with the antics of the Black Mamba. Lines him up in the corner for another big chop. And the complexion of this match has turned as Mamba throws his opponent into the turnbuckle. Now choking him against the ropes. And he's backed away by the official. The crowd here trying to get Angelo Mendes back into this matchup. A few body blows to the Black Mamba, but he quickly comes back with a knee to the groin. And a big forearm to the back of Angelo Mendes. And now again using the ropes as a choking device. Now playing to the crowd, but they have made it very certain who their favorite is in this matchup. And it is not the Black Mamba. So he picks up Mendes. Is he going to slam him along the ropes? That's exactly what he's going to do. And you talk about a devastating move to the throat of Angelo Mendes. And he's knocked down in a cover attempt here by the Black Mamba. And a 2 count. He just hooked the leg against a competitor the caliber of Angelo Mendes. Again, has competed all over North America, competes in Mexico, in the United States, but right now in a heap of trouble against the Black Mamba. Now, in a front face lock, wearing down his opponent. And you hear the fans here clapping along. As Angelo Mendes stomping his feet, trying to use the support of the fans here at City Mines to get back into this matchup. Big punch to the stomach, and another one trying to break the grip of the Black Mamba. The third time was almost a charm, but instead he's thrown to the ring, and the Black Mamba lines him up for a kick to the back. Another cover attempt here, and another 2 count, but even just those pinfall attempts can take a lot out of a man. And Angelo Mendes has found himself in trouble at the mercy of the Black Mamba at this stage of the matchup. And now he's in the corner where he does not want to be, but a reversal into the other corner. And taking a run at the Black Mamba, but meets the feet. And now a flying forearm off the second rope. Another pinfall attempt here, and it's a 1, and it's a 2, and a 2 count. And a very resilient kick-out attempt from Angelo Mendes, but again, he has to find a way to reverse the tide of this matchup. There's a front face lock there. The Black Mamba wearing down his opponent with a knee to the stomach and works him into the corner with some big body blows. And again, the official James Ash making sure that he's not kept in the corner for any length of time. And the Black Mamba happy to bend those rules as long as he can. And now he has his man up on the top rope. What is he going to do here? Some punches here as both competitors on the second rope. And now Angelo Mendes realizing he's in some trouble. A few body blows and a big headbutt will send the Black Mamba to the canvas. And now a crossbody from the top rope. That could be it. It's a 1, a 2, and a 3. And the crowd erupts as Angelo Mendes with a crossbody block off the top rope. Flying high tonight, the native of New Mexico picking up a big victory here in ECPW. And the battle of the masked competitors. It is Angelo Mendes that prevails over the Black Mamba. Going to the crowd to celebrate, making some noise here with the faithful. We're very happy with what they've seen here. That is going to do it for us here at ECPW. We'll catch you next time with more great East Coast Pro Wrestling.